What's up, YouTube? My grandfather passed away a couple years ago on the 4th of July, actually. He was a Korean War veteran. He retired as a lieutenant colonel from the Air Force. And anyway, he served 37 years. Guard time and things of that nature. Anyway, he passed away a couple years ago, and we went up north to visit my grandmother. And she'd gotten rid of most of his stuff, given away to family and things like that, but she knew I was an avid fisherman, and she said, would you like your grandfather's, any of his tackle or poles or anything like that? And I said, absolutely, I would love to have it. I know that I remember him fishing a lot, and he was very fond of it when I was growing up. Always watching fishing shows and things of that nature. I only went fishing with him a couple times. Well, I say a couple times, probably a dozen times or so. But even my mom remembers, fishing a lot as she was growing up. So anyway, long story short, I received his tackle boxes and some of his rods and reels and things, so I'm going to show them to you. Now, just to let you know, I have already gone through these just to see what was in them, and I've already cleaned out a lot of stuff because there was a lot of foam, just junk, trash, garbage in them. Something that was red foam that was just completely disintegrated and kind of stuck to everything, so I had to clean all that out. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I found when I got the boxes. Now this one is an old pal. Tackle box is a plastic one. I have already started using this one as my ocean fishing box because it is plastic. I was using an old metal, actually I'll show you. I was using this old green metal one for down at the ocean, which doesn't work because it rusts out really quick. But where I grew up, freshwater fishing, it works perfectly fine, and that's where my grandpa grew up, freshwater fishing in northern Illinois. So, but now that I live near the ocean, I had to switch. So this one is a very nice box. But you'll see here in a second that I do already have it converted over to all of my gear. So, there. Very nice, all plastic, set up pretty much for ocean fishing. Oh, that was his for weights and things like that. So, anyway, enough about that one. Now, on to the stuff that you really want to see. Alright. This box is pink. It is a Lockwell. Let me see. Number 6665, I believe. And from Rochester, made in USA, is what it says. Just a simple lock on it. Flips down slightly, and then you can open it up. And the paint on the inside is fantastic. Looks like an old car. Anyway, here is what I found for the most part when I opened this tackle box. A bunch of random stuff. Now, my grandfather did, basically most of the time it was river and lake fishing, and so most of this tackle is small and not really anything that I could use when I was when I saltwater fish. Little stuff here and there. Some eagle claw hooks with line attached to them. That one still has a weight attached to it. And a lot of the stuff I wanted to preserve just because of the awesome illustrations that are on it. The coolest part is the lid. It says Water Gremlin. It's got that little gremlin guy on there. Pretty neat. Small plastic container of sinkers, weights, kind of miscellaneous. A few clasps, once again, in a plastic container. Some more of these little Water Gremlin sinkers, split shots. Now these were, when I first opened this, there was several of these little packets with, I don't know, maybe half a dozen sinkers in them, so I combined all of them into one, because they're all about the same size. This is actually contains the key for my green tackle box. I threw it in here because I didn't want to lose it, but the original key is in this envelope. Pflueger fishing tackle, Bulldog brand, and this was 9 cents according to the tag at Woolco. Who knows when that was purchased. True Turn, hold depth. These are some nice little hooks. Would actually be very good for catching bait fish down at the sea, and it was purchased at Bunny's Bait Shop in Dixon, Illinois for $1.40. Some more small hooks, things of that nature. Bird Pack Mustad hooks, Rock Island, Illinois. Kind of get an idea of where this was originally used at. Small plastic container with some random small hooks in it. Typical treble hooks. A few other pieces of. Now here's what I like: is the old lures. Now this is a Lazy Ike 2, kind of an orange color. Looks actually more orange in person than it does on camera, but a couple treble hooks. There we go. This one right here. I'm going to apologize. These two are obviously hooked together. A couple more that are hooked together. This thing looks like it has bits of rubber band or something on it, but yellow, very yellow. Heck, some of the stuff might actually work in salt water. Alright, on to the bottom. Let's see, another small container of hooks. Kahle horizontal hooks. Ooh, nice. Shows you how to actually put a bait fish on there. Another small container of hooks with line attached to them. Flat fish for casting and trolling. Another small plastic container with clasps in it. I think there's some really good tackle in here. I will probably be able to use it eventually. Another lure. This one, boy, it's really fuzzy. Bass trap. I actually have to try that over in the lake. This one, very interesting, very colorful. This one's almost cross-eyed. Very interesting look. Ow! It's got me. This is actually kind of a wood, or like a composite. Very interesting. The jitterbug goes along with his cell phone. But see the construction, it's got screws in the bottom to hold it together. This one is another wood one. It's a very interesting shape to the head. Now I imagine some of these are probably worth some money. I know old fishing lures, I see them for sale here and there. So if anybody knows, values on them. Not that I'm really interested in selling them, but if you know some values, go ahead and comment below. Here's another wooden one. Kind of looks like a mouse. It's got a small tail. Kind of a funky color combo. And then this is another wooden one. There we go. Another Lazy Ike. This is Lazy Ike 3. Kind of a white color. Lots of miscellaneous bobbers, of course. Lazy Ike. Oh, this must be which. Let's see, one of those lures must have came in this one. Very nice package, though. That's cool. And you can order the Lazy Ike film for free. Shows you 17 minutes of fishing. Yay! Vintage fishing. I can't imagine. Another container of split shots and more weights, sinkers, an old stringer. Lots of more miscellaneous bobbers. Oh, here's one. There's one. I like how this one's kind of reverse colored. Interesting. Container. This one is full of cotter pins and a washer. I don't know if this had something to do with the boat, repair kit or something. Some more water gremlin weights. Once again, purchased at Bunny's Bait Shop for 94 cents. Another Lazy Ike box with some more sinkers in it. And another old stringer. Now, this is one of the interesting things. Here's the Illinois fishing information for 1979. This must be the last year that he really seriously fished. I was born the following year, so I guess he gave it all up for me. But it's very neat illustrations in there. Size limits, things of that nature. And the book's actually in really good shape, considering it was in a tackle box. Walker Finest Quality Bait Hooks. Once again, some more hooks. And these are for lighter bait, because they have little barbs on the back of the hook there for really holding the bait on there. Some more Eagle Claws. Purchased for 54 cents. Let's see, some more of the walkers. More Eagle Claws. And even some more Eagle Claws. Purchased at Farm and Fleet for 99 cents. That's interesting. Little clasp. Alright, so now that we are through the tackle box, I'm going to show you something really neat here in just a second. Now then, to get into the rods and reels that he left. First off, I have this nice old extending rod, kind of a green metallic color with chrome on it. Very nice shape. A lot of the string, the cork is still in good shape. This isn't the when I got it, it didn't have anything on there, but this is Zebco. I went ahead and threw it on there because I use it just as a spare fishing reel or fishing rod. I throw it in my trunk. This Zebco was one that he had. Now a lot of these reels are, the newer ones are Zebco because they had a factory apparently in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and my grandpa's old Air Force buddy lived near Tulsa, so he was able to get the reels. So this once again is another Zebco. Looks like model 33, I guess. Made in the USA. All metal construction except for the band right in the middle is plastic. So, but it still works. It's in good shape. Next is this one. This one's obviously quite a bit newer. This is a Zebco 2010. Very small, little lightweight reel. I'm sure it works just fine. Never used it though. Mostly plastic construction on the housing. This is an old Johnson. I really do like the Johnson reels. This is a Johnson Century 115. I had a Johnson when I was a kid and it worked great forever. And then, actually let me show you real quick. this model, Johnson Crappie Pro. This one's really nice, 230. Very nice, very clean construction, aluminum housing. This is plastic, but this thing works great, casts like a champ. Alright, another one is this open face reel. I have no idea how this thing works. I don't know if something's broken. This is a South Bend. So, don't know a whole lot about this reel other than it, like it pulls out. I don't know how to lock it. It always wants to pull out, so like I said, I don't know a whole lot about this one. It might be broken, but it is definitely an older reel. This one here is very nice. This is a Eagle Claw model, let's see, 504 HD. It's got some old sort of braided line on it, but this one does work. I've never used it, but it does work, and it's actually very clean. It took good care of his reels. This is a fish descaler, double blade. Look at that thing, man. That's awesome. Look, and it still has the paperwork with it. Handy action, fish boner and scaler. So, never used it, probably never will, but it's cool to have. And this was probably the most interesting thing in his collection. 33 reel with Stren line, Zebco. Look at this, a new in-box Zebco 33 reel. Still has the Stren line in it. Very, very cool. I'm sure this thing works, probably never been used. But one of the coolest things is also in the box is the original receipt from Montgomery Ward, dated June 15th, 1979. Purchased for $12.99. Nice. Very cool. And of course it has the paperwork in with it. Very nice wood grain box. So I thought that was totally cool. Anyway, that's pretty much all of it. Like I said, other than some other trash and debris that was in there, I pretty much kept all the cool stuff just to show y'all. I will go through it and kind of clean up and kind of throw away some stuff that I don't really want, or give it to somebody who could use or really wants it. Anyway, thanks for joining me with that short tour through my just kind of a memory of my grandpa's old stuff. But hope y'all liked it. Once again, thanks for liking my videos, commenting, subscribing, and just stay tuned for new videos coming, probably about every week or every 2 weeks or more often. Anyway, later.